Anyway,
is there more film that we could show?
What we'd like to do now is we'd like to play. What happened after that was Bill and myself took a trip over to the area. We pinpointed the exact location of the area where the hunter was because the hunter was equipped with a GPS. I believe that's what it's called, Bill.
Yeah,
global tracking.
Position. Yeah, we had it too, so we were able to dial in right on the site. We were there.
And we were there. We even found the campfire that the hunter used. So we went over and mounted our own investigation.
Matter of fact, we used his campfire.
Yes, and
night.
we would like to play the sound that we heard that night. We didn't actually get any video of the creature, but we heard some sounds that were not identifiable at all. So if you'd like to listen closely here, we've got several sounds of during the night that we recorded. Don? Wow, those are some very very frightening sounds. That's what me and Bill encountered while we were up there the night that we were
pitch dark, and we're camping out, and we hear this sound.
And the final scream that you heard was off from a different direction. It was almost like it was ascending down a hill slope off in a forested area. We're pretty sure we know the path that the creature was taking. Although when we did follow the path and tried to find any kind of further evidence of it, we were dumbfounded. We couldn't find anything at all.
No, we weren't about ready to go out at nighttime and try to track him down either.
Yeah, that's correct. We did do a couple of other things up there while we were there, though. We located a footprint of something that we made a plaster cast of. This footprint is not human, and it's not any other animal that's up in that area. So we'd like to show it.
It's big. It's quite wide. How many inches across did we say?
This footprint, this plaster cast that we made of it, is 8 inches wide, and it's over 14 inches long. It's got you can see where the toes are on this, and also the depth that it was into the soil. The soil was dry at the time when this footprint was made, so the depth impression into the soil indicated that the creature that made this was between 400 and 600 pounds.
Yeah, it takes a lot of weight to sink down the ground.
So we found a footprint. I think we have another caller. We'll take another caller here, Don.
Another caller, good. Okay.
Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, that footprint kind of looks like it's made out of marshmallows and Rice Krispies.
No, this is a plaster of Paris. This is what you make a plaster cast footprint out of when you find something that you want to make an impression of. Believe me, it's not.
The FBI uses the same
Believe
stuff.
me, it's not marshmallows.
No.
Oh, all right, thank you.
Okay, thank you for calling. Okay, we've determined so far that the creature weighed between 400 and 600 pounds, and the footprint is not marshmallow. We also found something else that was on a tree near the footprint. It was It was some hair strands
here
that we removed off the tree, and we had this analyzed by a laboratory, by a research center, and this is determined to be no known species whatsoever of the area or any known species on Earth.
Yeah, we had the DNA checked on this.
Yes, we had
this is new. This is a new species.
Yes, and I'm excited about it. I really am excited about what we found here. And this is of no known species at all. I believe we have another caller. We'd like to take another caller, Don. Yes, caller, you're on the air.
Oh, yeah, I was just wondering if you could repeat the video again, because I just happened to miss that.
Could you please talk a little louder?
Could you please repeat the video again?
Oh, yes.
We're going to show some more.
Yes, we're going to play the video several more times, so matter of fact, if you don't have a question now, caller, we'll roll the video now.
Well, did you have any questions about the stuff we found?
No, actually I don't. Thanks a lot.
The video. Okay.
Okay, we'll have your recorder on. We're going to show the video again. We want everybody to look at this plenty of times.
You know, we can actually talk over the video, I think.
Okay, roll the video, Don.
And feel free to call in while we're showing the video. Maybe we can just take some calls right over the video.
Don, are we on the air right now, Don? Okay, you might want to, like, you get to a point you can actually freeze it, and get a phone call. We can actually talk. This film, like we said earlier in the show, we've had analyzed by experts in the field of motion study. and it's been determined that this is not a person in a suit.
Okay, just 1 moment.
And we have a caller.
Okay, go ahead, caller.
Hi, I was wondering, I didn't see the very beginning of this show. Where did you guys tape this at?
Oh, good question.
This video was submitted by a viewer. It was taken on a trip of a hunting trip over in Okanogan County last fall.
Oh,
We're
my
not
gosh.
at liberty to tell the exact location, but it is in eastern Washington,
Right.
north of Wenatchee. How's that?
Yeah, I kind of know where that's at.
He was deer hunting. He heard some strange sounds, and he pulled out his video camera, and he got 30 or 40 seconds worth of film footage of this, and submitted it to us for researching it, and we've followed up and researched this whole thing.
Oh, gosh. Well, that's great. Awesome show.
Do you have any other questions?
Well, I don't know. I've read a lot about them, and I've heard that there's like a strong odor associated with them. Did this guy smell anything when he saw them? I mean, I hear they really stink.
Yeah, we weren't there, but the guy we talked to did detect an odor.
Yes,
Really?
he detected an odor, but he didn't really get that close, and he didn't really want to get that close. He had no desire to shoot the animal, which kind of surprises me since he was a hunter.
I
But
think he was pretty upset when he saw it, and he grabbed his camera instead of his gun, which was good.
Well, I think I'd be kind of scared, too.
but when we were up there on our research mission to check this out, we didn't notice any kind of odors. We noticed very quiet. Before we heard the screams at night, it got very quiet. All the crickets and everything totally stopped for like a minute before we heard the screams.
Wow.
And we noticed some very strange electrical static interference in our radio
Wow.
up there. So we don't know exactly what was going on as far as what this beast was doing or where it was from, but it seemed to have an electrical field around it or something according to our radio.
You know, this sounds crazy, too, but I've read a lot on, UFOs and aliens and all that sort of thing, and I've actually heard that a lot of people believe that there's actually a connection between the two.
Yeah, I've heard that story too, and it's I don't know. I think it could go either way. I have no evidence supporting it either way. I just know that this was a very strange creature, and it was very close to us. I know it was.
It's interesting. Well, are you guys going to play the screams again? Because we just missed those.
Oh
too.
yeah, we're going to play them again.
Right
Matter of
on.
fact, we can play them right now. Thanks for your call.
Cool, thanks.
Okay,
Thanks a lot.
go ahead and play the screams again, Don, and
Yeah, those are great
turn them up
screams.
real loud. I'd like to hear them loud too this time.
Yeah, we were. Just made your hair stand on end if you were there. It was nighttime. It was pitch dark, and this blood-curdling scream. And we just
Here goes the screams.
pulled out the recorder.
Do you have a question for the show?
Okay, I think we have a caller.
We want to get one more scream in there. That was good.
Yeah, I think we have a caller now on the air, Don. Yes, caller.
Hi there.
Hi.
I was just wondering, is that all the footage there is in that video?
Pardon?
Is that all the footage that's on there?
Yeah, yes, the hunter, much to his disappointment, the video camera that he takes with him everywhere he goes had a weakened battery. He didn't charge the battery, so that's all he got before the battery went completely dead.
Oh, I see. How far was he exactly from that?
That was a good 100.
Yeah, we've estimated
100 feet,
between
maybe?
75 and 100 feet.
Oh, okay.
Any further questions on what you've seen so far?
So you had the tape analyzed, am I correct?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we had the actual 40 seconds of video analyzed by a kinesiologist at the University of Washington. That's a person, an expert that studies motion, body motion and human motion.
Yeah.
And he determined by viewing this several times in several modes that the movement did not go along with what the movement